All right, hey guys, I'm Zaide.
I'm Trolley.
It's good to see you. Sorry, we're starting a little bit late tonight. I had to work late today. I literally just walked in the door like moments ago. So big shout out to Trolley for getting everything ready for us and holding down the fort here while I was gone. But it's good to see everybody here. Big Liver Flap, Wrecked, Fell Seeker, Abrupt, Alavaz, Variety Void, Mr. Blade Jr., Psycho Mantis, Bento Box, Randy, everybody in the house. It's good to see all of you. As always, some announcements really quick. We have the upcoming Hardcore Guild on February 15th, Mandalorian. If you don't know all about that already, you got to get in the Discord. You got to watch the videos. We have some clips and YouTube content and everything for you. But it's definitely worth checking out. Here is a spreadsheet right there. If you are interested in signing up, sign up right there. That's where you put your class and all your information. Get in this with us. Basically, what we're doing is it's a guild. It's like solo self-found, but it's all within the guild. So you can trade with guild members. You can group with guild members, but guild members only. If you die, you have to delete your character or leave the guild. We have a secondary guild for people who left the guild, right? For that reason, it's called Foundlings. It's already set up. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But wait, there's more. So what's special about this is I have set up a bounty board, right? That's why we're called Mandalorians, because we're bounty hunters here. This bounty board has a bunch of high priority targets across Classic, Kunark, and Velius. And what we do is we give players points and track them on a leaderboard on a weekly and overall basis for knocking out some of those targets. Now you might think, well, with one group, it should be pretty easy to knock out most targets. And there is a wide selection of targets, but the rules are this. To get bounty points, everyone in your group must get EXP from the mob you killed. Otherwise, the bounty doesn't count. You got to provide a screenshot, easy stuff, right? But second, the more dangerous the target is, the more points it's worth. Which means, you know, if you want to go for those big game kills, you want to be a big game hunter and get the hardest bounties and win the leaderboards, well, there's a good chance you might delete your character in the pursuit of that dream. So I think it's going to be a really great time. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially if you have played Everquest for like 20 years, like a lot of people in chat. I know you guys have. It's a nice, fresh, unique take on everything. So, man, I am so excited. February 15th. It's going to be casual, right? I know it says hardcore in the name, but I'm not going to be leveling like 20 hours a day trying to do it, right? It's going to be a casual affair, a couple hours a night here and there with groups of pals. So don't be intimidated. Jump in. What's the worst that can happen? Other than that, the lovely Trolley and myself will be killing it here on Green tonight. We're going to be in the permafrost area, at least at first. If you have characters around our level, which is 19, jump in and join us. Trolley, you got anything?
No. Hello. That just came in during that speech.
Yeah, sorry. I went on a bit of a rant.
Cozy, Lumberjack, Slazik.
Big Slazik with that 5-month sub. Thank you so much, Slazik. All right. Without further ado, let's jump into EQ. Yeah. Give me one moment for the technical difficulties here.
It's like kind of a ghost right now.
I see suit is already in place.
Suit's right. I've been waiting. Oh, you can see my face now. Okay. This is better.
Perfect. All right. Everything good? Let me move my little shadow knight thing here.
Super Suit Guy got 4 levels and some gear too, so he won't be the worst enchanter time again.
No, man.
Super Guy, we were the worst team.
Yeah, it was all our fault.
Kept trying to kill your charm mobs.
Pulling in like 90 mobs.
We will try to be a better group for you, Suit Guy.
But 4 levels, that's no joke, man. That should be a huge improvement. Sukai, what are some highlight spells that you bring to the table this time with these new levels? We got Liver Flap coming on soon.
Hey, Ian, dude.
Frank, good to see you. Superman, level 5 Enchanter, you're getting there. Hey, we only play these characters twice a week. You will catch up, don't worry. Oh, my character feels so slow. Charlie.
Subscribe with Prime.
Oh, Rigor Mortis, thank you so much, dude. And good to see you.
You're so slow, you need some Trying to say something?
I would like the Spirit of the Wolf, if you don't mind. The official Ride Dog, thanks for the follow. Alluvian, what's going on, dude? Ian Dude, hey, what's up? Big Ian Dude in the house. Okay, so your charm should be a lot more reliable now. That's true. And you're level 20, which means you're ready for a surname, aren't you? Have you thought of what surname you want, Suit? No race tonight, Frank. Oh, man. Frank, let me tell you. I literally just got home from work, like I was saying. Tomorrow, I'm going to work about 6 a.m. I'm going to get home. I'll get off of work around midnight, and I'll get home around 1 a.m. I am hype for tomorrow. Mr. Jones, we're doing this on Agno. Don't worry. Not Celos.
Suit, no pants. Recommends the official Ride Dog.
It's a good one. All right, I think we have Gorlami on the way. Oh, yeah, Trolley, I should invite you.
Thanks.
Big Chinchilla. Is Chinchilla out there? Our cleric.
Got Big Penelope with the heels tonight.
Uh-oh. I'm dead. Suit and Ty would be a good one, too. That's actually true. I see what you're saying, Mr. Jones. Maybe they're like protesting. Yeah, Frank, how do you guys have no raids? Seems impossible. Well, in the meantime, let's bust in here, guys, and we'll kill some of these entrance mobs.
Okay.
Big Keebs, what's going on, dude? Man, you know, Keebs, the longer I stream, the better and better that first badge there looks. Starting to get pretty swaggy.
Oh, you went right away. Okay.
Yeah, he just aggroed me right from the jump. Bull, what's going on, dude? It's going all right. It's going all right, man. We just started here, a little bit late. Bull, how are you not tracking this? On Agnar, well, this isn't Agnar right now, but on Agnar, we're doing the hardcore guild. Remember the one I've been talking about? I said we were going to do it on TLP 2021. Well, we're getting a head start. We're starting it on Agnar, and then when TLP 2021 comes out, we'll just move there. But in the meantime, go ahead and check out this link and sign your class up, dude. Get in on it. We're starting February 15th, so plenty of time. But man, it's going to be a blast. So check this out, Bull. People who were here since the beginning of the stream, like literally 10 minutes ago, probably hate this because I'm repeating the spiel again, as it were. But yeah, so basically, we're doing the whole hardcore thing, just like we talked about. But I made a bounty board, and it's going to have all these targets that are worth points. And if you kill them in your group, and as long as the target provided EXP to everybody in the group, you get points. We're going to have a big leaderboard and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So, funny story, Colin. He doesn't call me that, like, in person, but he will call me that in other gaming situations, like we do, like, a D&D group, and he'll reference me as Trolley, and people will be like, who's Trolley?
Yeah, that's true. But no, in real life...
the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't even call her real name in real life. I just say, hey, you.
Hey, woman.
Ex-girlfriend, lovely wife.
But yeah.
One of those things. Yo, Bootly, what's going on? By the way, Fallen Seraphim, good to see you. Hail, female companion.
Please procure me a beverage.
Ahoy, female. You there.
Glad because woman is so 2000. I hear it's Wayman now.
Wayman. Wixman. Gotta put the X there. Alright. We have 2, maybe 3 coming in here. There's a diviner standing right at the top. These guys are all dark blue, so it'll be nice.
Hey there, Revs.
Do you want to just solo pull them, Suit? You're better than me at this. Revs, what's going on, dude? Nice, that's good. Suit. They did, Frank. I did not see that, but that's fascinating. I'm going to check that out. I wonder if they're going to announce the announcement in tandem with the February producer's letter where they're going to announce TLP 2021. Dude, Frank, what if this is 2021? They do 2 new servers. One, direct Finny clone. The other one, Cello clone. Holy, we'd have to decide for one time. We'd have to be like, which one do we play on? They're both. So actually, only one of them is really good, but you know. Dang, Slazik, you're. At what point do you just say, you know what, we've got a weapon that's almost as good as Geldoran, and we'll go with that? Frank, you're not going to do another cello? You don't want to, you know, watch the movie one more time? So, Frank, what are you going to do now that you're about to have conquered EQ, a feat that few people in this world have done? I'm curious, where do you go from here?
Retirement.
Back to Eve?
What is Everquest retirement?
Everquest retirement, Trolley is just waiting for the next server. Disneyland Village. Ooh, Keebs, we should look into that. So the thing is, if I do it, we'd have to share the screen, right? It'd be split up? Or would you guys be able to like tab back and forth?
I feel like I've seen people tab before. There's got to be a way to do it. Maybe I'm just crazy.
Oh, big Alvaz. What's your class right now, Alvaz, on green?
But I also kind of don't want people to see my screen.
This Goblin's like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm sprinting there.
How does she have no mana all the time?
Druid, all right, Alvez. Hey, is that what you're going to play in our hardcore guild? I think I saw you signed up on the sheet. I should just remember, but I don't. Wait, Frank, what about when I was serious about coming back to raid? You didn't offer me? Dang, dude, get me to 115. Let's do it.
Frank's showing his true colors right now.
Oh, yeah, via scenes and OBS. I think I could do it. Like, I could tab back and forth with scenes right now. But I think it would be a little bit jarring, maybe. Charlie, how's your mana?
It's fine.
Okay, that's good, because I aggroed them on accident anyway.
Nice.
Yeah. Alvaz, you haven't signed up yet. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, it'll be a lot easier when you're in the group. You know what I mean? The group setting does add a huge safety net there. You want to be a troll for SSF. That'd be cool. Have you thought about class? So here's my struggle right now. This is the thing that's been actually stopping me to firmly committing from a character, right? I want to be a troll. I do. And I want to dual wield. And I don't want to be a warrior. So it's like, what do? You know? The compromise is you just don't, you know, you gotta, one of those things has to go away.
Suit guy said no charm breaks yet. It's already a huge difference. Those levels, man.
It is, yeah. I mean, this is crazy because before Suit guy, you were losing charm like every other fight, maybe even more than that. Launchpad, there is no troll ranger. If there were, I probably wouldn't be streaming right now. My life would have been so fulfilled, I wouldn't need to do anything else. I'm going to meditate for a minute, guys. All the mobs between us and the really high-level ones that we'd want to deal with are dead. I could, right? Yeah, just always run the illusion potions. The rare cloak. Wait, is there a rare cloak that gives me troll illusion? Right? By the way, Frank, have you thought about what you're going to play? Are you going to be in the hardcore guild, or are you just going to watch us die on stream? Oh, man. Yeah. Suit. Those shoulders are nice. I really hope that we don't accidentally lose them. Oh, an event thing. That sucks. Oh, yeah, that's super rare. Basically artifact item at this point. That's truly odd. We'll learn the hard way, I guess. Hey, congrats, Abrupt. Big 11. What class are you running right now, Abrupt?
point, so my solo self-found character, as you may have heard of last time, guys, has sadly perished.
Rip.
At level 4. However, I have good news. I now have a Shadow Knight that's level 5. Also Otis only. We'll see how it goes.
There we go.
So there's my big news.
So Trolley, what's going to happen to that character when you get on this new guild in February?
No, I might still keep it. That one's on Mangler, so maybe I'll make a new one.
Oh, that's true.
It's just my part-time character. It's my relaxation character, you know.
Trolley, Mr. Jones wants to know what killed you.
What killed me? Well, see, here's what happened. I was trying to go to Payneal, but the person who suggested I go to Payneal did not warn me that I would KOS to the guards in Payneal, so I walked in and died. That's the story.
Rip.
I'll let you guess who the person was who gave me these ill fallen recommendations.
I did say move forward loudly.
Getting attacked and almost dead.
I said it loudly many times as Trolley backed up.
But yeah. So I joined the dark side, and now I can see all the time, which is great. So,
Coca, what's going on, dude? Good to see you.
need Coca.
Thanks, Frank. Firestorm cape. Oh yeah, I'll get this. Soon we're gonna have to kill this so we can invest past those like level 30 goblins up here. So you guys don't know this, but Trolley muted the mic and then whispered something to me. And I'm just like, you could have done either one of those things.
Why did you have to ruin?
All right. Dang, Suit, those are some huge upgrades too. That must be a ton of extra mana.
Sue would put in work.
Yeah. Dang, new cake.
How did you know?
That's actually what she said.
I was gonna run this big long troll where we didn't acknowledge you. Saw through my ploy.
Swanee.
Oh, there's a nice goblin here, and nobody told me.
Right.
It was behind me the whole time.
I just got in from work, so Charlie might have been like, mute it. Why do you smell so bad? I've been in the woods for like 8 or 12 hours or something. All right. Yeah, so we'll just invis up and head on in when you're ready, Suit. So yeah, in real life, we're doing this really cool thing, where some people got promoted recently. Maybe like they got selected for promotion, like maybe, I don't know, 12 weeks ago now. And we've been going through a long training program to train them for the next rank that they're going to be operating under. And today and tomorrow are kind of the capstone event for that training program. And it's a lot of fun and a lot of work, and it takes a long time. But it's pretty exciting. Swanee, I'm in the Navy. Oh, Big Bootly going, Wizard. All right. Well, Frank, I'm telling you, dude, it's going to be really casual. Like, you see how much I play these green characters. There are going to be people who play kind of like that. So I think you should make a character on the side, and I think you can be logged in both at the same time, right? Yeah, Revs. All right, we're all in Viz. Let's roll before this fades.
I think I decided on Beast Lord. Was that what I said?
Yeah, you're a Beast Lord. Big Trolley is getting her bear hat. She's going Barbarian Beast Lord.
Barbarian Beast Lord.
Unless chat talks her out of it.
Chat cannot change my mind. Don't even try. Where did you... I'm just gonna follow Suit Guy.
Right here.
Okay.
So, I don't know if we want to charm this one. We're going to have two here. This one right here is yellow Suit. So I guess charm this blue right behind us while I tank this yellow. There's two yellows. All right, we didn't aggro the other one. Perfect. LOL, bull. I had no doubts what bull would be, but that's good because we need a puller. Yeah, you already know, Swanee. You already know. They don't have those kind of hours and jobs where you get paid by the hour. Yeah, I'm not a shellback. New cake is right.
Ogres have the big bear pets?
Yeah, ogres. So each Beast Lord race has a different kind of animal buddy.
I don't know if I could just like, I don't know how long I can look at a troll, Mr. Jones. The alligator does sound really cool. But just actually my eyes, you know?
Yo, so didn't they ruin the Beast Lord pet? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it once a different model and they changed it? And the consensus is it was better before. It was like Basilisk to alligator or vice versa. Yeah, I agree, Bull. Well, Suit, I'm glad that you hasted this pet because my DPS is not the best. Let's watch this EXP bar move when this yellow con dies. We can't even kill it. Actually, I think it gained a little health. Come on. Dude, I saw it was like a whole pixel. It moved a whole pixel. Alright, I need to get some HP here. Get some mana, probably. Is there a prelate healing it? It didn't seem like it went up a whole lot, but it definitely could have been. Yeah, see, the Gator, the old Gator model looks really good. Yeah, I was telling Trolley, because Trolley doesn't even know what a Beast Lord's about. She's only done like Classic for the most part. So I was telling her, it's kind of like a mage, but even more fun.
Yeah, I just need a pet. That's like my #1 rule. I want to have something, even if it doesn't do anything, something to hang out. Like the druids on TLPs get like a little bear, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't really do anything, but I like having the bear to hang out with. It's a shaman with a good pet. Jeez.
Yeah, kind of is like that.
But shamans, they get like wolves, right? At least the.
Oh, they get like a spectral wolf. Yeah. Trolley, can you have some heals, my way?
I was, but you know, then you kept dying, so I gave up.
Aries Crossing finally installed P99 after 15 years. Halfway through level 2. Oh, yes. Yeah, you feel it right away, man. Right away. So what are you thinking, though? Do you like it, Ellie? Or are you not digging it so far? I know it's early in the process, of course, but...
Well, since the bear does something, he misses like 8 out of 10 swings. I mean, technically he is doing something.
Technically. What class are you, Ellie? Well, that's good then, because definitely a lot more. I don't know if challenging is the right word. It's a lot more punishing, less forgiving. Well, Frank, I think we only have 1 paladin and 1 shadow knight each, and we have 0 warriors right now. Oh man, yo, Kanos is such a great city to do that into. Jude Karkin, what's going on, dude? Don't worry, Jukarkin. We won't make it to higher levels, so that would...
Yeah, that's not something I'm concerned about, really.
Almost as good as Boner. Yo, you had that max level fire pet, Liver Flap. That's awesome. Liver, are you still on the way here? Who all Gorlami? Swanee, I will say that I am not. But I'm not gonna like go. You know, if we get into a guessing game, then I'm gonna stop answering.
All right, you get 50 questions. Actually, logged in Perma. I can get on whenever.
Dang, dude, what are you doing then?
He's hanging out with his girlfriend. He already said.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Why isn't your girlfriend in the group too?
I think we established she wasn't fond of the idea.
Did you tell her that there's a class where she can have a pet? That was what I did for Trolley. I was like, look, you can play a mage. She's like, what are they? I was like, they have a pet. And she was sold instantly. Like, yeah, it's a ball of rock and stuff, but when you say it, people think like, oh, I could have a dog.
But now I can only play classes with pets, except for my brand new fancy Shadow Knight, but that's a different story. I just really wanted to try him out.
Hey, a couple of plays together stays together. I hope.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Yeah, Hunter and WoW. WoW is, yeah, I mean, it's a lot different. Oh, man. Okay. Liver is almost level 33. After you ding, are you gonna roll by? You just let me know, man. Whenever you're free.
What is like a hunter?
A hunter is kind of like if a ranger had a pet, and they only attacked with ranged things.
Gotcha.
Honestly, WoW does hunters, and it's way more in tune with what you would expect than the EverQuest ranger is.
Shadow Knights have pets? Do Shadow Knights have pets?
They do.
I know that.
I have like a skeleton pet, but it's like the level. It's like the low. I have like the.
It's like a necro. It's like part necro, right?
Right, right.
Okay.
So right now at level 19, I have the level 4 necromancer pet.
I don't really count those. I want like a furry, a nice soft pet you can hang out with. You know, pet. Can't pet a skeleton.
Charlie just said she wants a furry.
I regretted it as soon as the words left my mouth.
So just let me know when I'm good to snag one of these guys.
Revs Mega Warrior instead of Mage. For the guild. Do it for the guild.
Do we think we could pull him in a little further down this tunnel so that we don't get any issues when calm wears off? I can't see my target. What do you mean I can't see my target? This is preposterous.
Can't see your target. I also can't. I can't see my target.
Yeah. This ceiling rock is killing us though, somehow. Okay. There we go. Now we're good. Just troll things. Yo, so actually someone in the Discord pointed out today that Wormslayer here is not primary only, and it's not lore. So you could rock 3 Wormslayers for a total of 15 strength, 15 magic resist, and 15 AC. Actually, not the worst thing ever. Like, you could be dual-wielding Wormslayers, and then when an enemy runs from you, you could just beam one at them like a javelin right out of your range slot.
Everything out attacking him?
I am. I just swing slowly.
It looks like you're literally standing still.
Well, sometimes if I'm casting spells, maybe?
Maybe.
And do we just get an evoker ad?
No, I think he pulled him.
Oh, okay. A goblin priest begins to cast a spell. I think this guy's getting healed, yeah.
Oh, he's definitely getting healed without question.
Is the priest in the next room or behind us somewhere? We gotta try to pull this guy around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put the Wormslayer in range on P99. That was a thing back in the day. It could be in any of your 3 slots. Eventually, it moves to primary only, though. But because it's P99, we have like the pre-nerf version, which is pretty dang awesome. Yeah, I think of all the classes from Classic, the Ranger is like the one class that EQ actually got wrong. It just doesn't feel like what you expect it to feel when you conceptualize a Ranger, when you look at other fantasy representations of Rangers, you know what I mean? They should have had ranged as a primary mode of DPS from the get-go somehow. But I think, you know, the engine just wasn't ready for it to be like that. Revs, you might go warrior instead of mage. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm pretty torn, like I said. I want to be a troll. I want to dual wield. And you can't do that without being a warrior. And I'm not crazy about being a warrior because, like, if I play a warrior from the group level, you just don't bring anything to the group. You know what I mean? Like, let's say your group's trying to do a bounty, right? And you're trying to do, I don't know, I can't see my target. Evoker, please. You're trying to do like Drusilla Sathir, you know? Oh, please don't go through the wall, dude.
I snared him, so I don't know how far he's really going.
All right, he's dead. That was close. So you're trying to do like Drusilla Sathir, right? Other than having defensive, the Warriors doesn't bring a lot to the table at the group level because the SK and Paladin are going to hold aggro more easily and they bring other advantages too. Liver Flap, giving out the gifted sub. Thank you so much, Big Liver Flap. Sergeant Struthers, congratulations. Oh yeah, Troll Beastlord can dual wield, but here's the thing, I can only dual wield like weird monk weapons. Yo, Moss Covered Twig. You could do that right now on P99, man. You can taunt pool. That's true. Alright, so we got one healer in this room, the Mendicant. Oh, okay. Swanee, we don't have anyone in our group who's playing a shaman right now, but thanks for hitting me up about that. I just saw your tell. Yo, Chinchilla. Yeah, the P99 pathing is like worse than the Everquest pathing you remember. It's crazy how bad it is. Alright, Big G on the way. Chinchilla, are you going to be able to come join us here? No pressure if you can't. Just wondering. Ooh, I got that snare just in time.
Wait, you said you got the snare?
Oh, did you already have him snare too?
Yeah, I always snare him.
Oh, okay. No wonder we're not dead. Yeah.
Chinchilla's gonna be on like 30. What kind of food you get, Chinchilla?
Hey, Liverflap, congratulations on the big 33. Ding ding. Do I get AoE taunt on Agnar? On the warrior? I don't think you do. Is AoE taunt Gates of Discord? It might be pop, but either way, it's not level 1 through 60, I don't think.
Spice, that sounds... Now I'm hungry. I shouldn't ask. I don't know why I asked.
Oh, it's lovely.
I knew it was gonna make me hungry.
I'm wrong, don't listen. Alright, Sue.
Rip. Rip, liver flap, rip.
What happened?
He died. He's back to 32.
32. Okay. That was a rapid loss there. Sue, can we do the Mendicant next? Never mind, we're good. We're good. We got this one. After that, though. Oh, yeah. I mean, TLP Warriors definitely are better than P99 Warriors. You got Taunt, Provoke, Berate, all that jazz, and then the Augs and the weapons. Definitely makes a huge difference. But still, like, the Shadow Knight at the upper levels can be burst DPS, you know what I mean? And Pally Healing is actually, like, pretty alright. Oh, we gotta... Okay. Well, we got this guy killed just in time.
Oh, I know that struggle suit. Too many spells, not enough slots.
Alright, Slads are on the track. We got a good number of people here. 21 folks already signed up. It's looking good. So what I'm going to do probably is tomorrow at some point, I'm going to put on the... Maybe not tomorrow, because like I said, I'm working like 18 hours tomorrow. But before the next stream, I'm going to post on the forums, like, hey, we're doing this guild. And I expect to draw a decent number of applicants from that. You getting beat up?
No, I just didn't realize there was a person here.
Oh. He just rolled in, so. I've never played a warrior on P99. Honestly, the last time I played one, even on TLP, was quite a while ago, so. For some reason, the thought of playing a monk feels really boring to me. After having done it so many times. One of these days I should log into my test server account and you can see all my monks. I literally have every character slot filled with some random max level monk in like classic Kunark or Velios best in slot gear. From all the times I've like test copied them over when I was practicing on different servers and stuff. It's nuts. Yeah, well, the warrior doesn't benefit from the bind wound med trick. All right, so we'll have a med break after this.
Okay.
Yeah, Revs, I had a static sign up sheet on there, but I didn't want people to feel like there was a pressure that you were expected to make a static. So really, it's free for all, and if people want to make groups and coordinate times, that is encouraged. It'll be better for folks, I think, but by no means is it like the expectation. Because I know I had a few people who were like, hey, I'm interested, but I don't think I could do like a hardcore like static group. And I was like, hey, that's not what it's about. It might be you, Bull. It might be you. Well, you know what? I'll say this. You probably have played your monks longer than I've played my monks. Nice liver flap. What'd you do with your 2,000 platinums? So I am also, if you guys look at that spreadsheet that I linked, we have the bounty board on there in that second tab. And I'm looking for more bounty board ideas for Kunark and Velios. So if you have any ideas that are not on there, that could be a good one. I try not to put too many mobs in the same zone, you know what I mean? So if you already see like there's 2 from a particular zone, unless there's a really significant reason, I try to stay away from doing like more than that. Oof, that black lotus sold for $500,000.
Jeez.
That is crazy. Well, wasn't it at like 700,000 a little while ago though? Like a week ago? I feel like earlier in the week I saw it up for like 700K, and then I guess someone canceled their bid. Mr. Jones, I do have the Cly Overseer, which is the guy from down here. I don't know if there's another mob from down here we want to add.
Pepper.
Yeah. Someone's wife saw that they had bid $700,000 on a piece of cardboard. Hey, Big Gorlami is here. I think I have to have you targeted to invite you.
Yeah.
So whenever you get to the flag room, Gorlami, just drop your hide sneak and I'll grab you. The guy at the end of the Sebulus Crypt. Ooh, that is a good one. Chottle, Emperor Chottle, right? Am I crazy? Ooh, Gullerback's a good one, Mr. Jones. Yeah, they don't all have to, you know, we want to have something for a range of levels too, so they don't all have to be like top-end content. Can we get one mob from each zone at least? There are some zones that just like don't have super compelling mobs, like Swamp of No Hope, you know?
Gorlami has arrived.
Hey. Now we got some DPS. You know what, Gorlami, what primary are you using? Oh, yours is pretty good. Gloomwater Harpoon and the Yukeshan War Club. Okay. Gorlami, I have a... Nope, not that. That's a Rusty Dagger. I have a Polished Steel Dirk. I don't know if that's good for you. It's in my bank anyway, so never mind.
Swanee said he used the wrong account and his wife found out. Apparently his wife used to work... Swanee's wife used to work at Lexus, and people would have stacks of cash hidden in their car for poker nights they didn't want their wives finding out about.
I believe it. Yo, Nick, what's going on, dude? We are enjoying permafrost. It's tough, you know what I mean? It's tough. Especially being a troll, I can barely navigate this place. I'm so big. But yeah, we're pretty good. Suit, how's your mana? A Dread Widow from the Dreadlands.
All right, I'll be right back. In a little bit.
I do have Podbuster on there. I could add Varix. I did put Ancient Jarsath on the list, so enjoy that. Pain Soul. You know what? There's a bunch of... Actually, I shouldn't put Pain Soul, because there's a whole named cycle of good mobs in Tragnon's Teeth. So let's aim for some of those. Nice. That's awesome, dude. Nick, have you heard about our upcoming guild? February 15th. Have you heard the deets? Hangman? Yep. Okay, and what's the dude who drops the ceremonial Ixar BP? Suit is good for pools. Oh, Boobery's here. Big Slazik in the house. Soon we'll have Chinchilla on, and it'll be like crushing this zone. Give us 1 second for Trolley to get back. I'll go grab like 2 mobs or something. Yeah, it is very similar to the bingo thing. The bingo thing kind of inspired it. The one I'm on right now, Suit, is dotted, just so you know. Every named in a cycle, that'd be crazy. Could be tough. Yo, Force Axis. So we're doing a hardcore guild. It's like solo self-found, but all within the context of the guild. So you can trade and group it, but only with guildies. If you die, you gotta delete your character or leave the guild. And there's a bounty system. I made a bounty board, and we assigned a bunch of mobs to it. And basically what happens is you go for those bounty mobs, kill them, and we do a leaderboard. You get points based on which ones you've knocked out. You have to get EXP from the mob for it to count for points. But otherwise, yeah, that's the whole shtick there. Chief Rock Dust, that's a good one, yep. Nick, I think Luckland launches in like a week. The only class restriction is there is no Berserker because we're playing this on Agnar and Berserkers aren't in. But you could do a Beast Lord. Congrats, Slavic, on your Ranger. So here's the spreadsheet. Feel free to sign up. Haddon's a good one, yeah. Chief Rock Gus.
Alright.
You ready?
Any haste?
That'll be Suit doing haste.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so next Wednesday, coming up really fast.
Blueberry's here. Blueberry.
Let's go see how we are over here. Wizard is a red con. Don't mess with that. Wonder if any of the stuff behind us has spawned.
And that's a lot of money on the line here. I do need some spells soon. Look up. Is he invisible?
If he's invisible, it doesn't count.
Yeah. If you're invisible, it doesn't count. But he might just be hiding.
I won't tell her, Gorlami, but I found you.
Well, now I just have to go where you are.
Oh, don't follow me, because I immediately looked away. Yeah.
I found you.
She got you.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. I've got 2 mobs coming in.
Oh no, I'm not gonna take your money. Sis, okay.
I'm on the standard goblin. Gynock Moltor. I think I had Gynock on there. Did I not have him on there? I'll add him to the classic list. Dude, Holly Windstalker is a good one too, man. There's so many good mobs in that Kanos area. Vexar is open, I guess.
You just want to go there.
I don't like Vexar.
Vexar sounds like Beskar.
It does sound like Beskar. Yeah, so for Charlock, I put the king and queen, and then I think I put one more named mob, but I'm trying to avoid putting too many mobs from the same zone, Mr. Jones, though I know Charlock has a million named we could use. I don't want to go too deep right now because I know Chinchilla is probably like at the entrance. We'll have to go get him. Yeah, we should put Ancient Cyclops on there. By the way, folks, I mean, this is crazy for me to say, but anyone can edit that spreadsheet. Now it's saved, right? So if you decide you're going to be funny and delete everything, I'll be able to recover it, no problem. But yeah, anyone can add these things in chat right now. I could just go back in later and delete things I think are bad ideas. All right, guys, let's move up into this next area. So you're coming up and going left through the door. Oh, yeah, you're right, Mr. Jones. CT is revamped, so Avatar of Fear will not be an option for us. Fellseeker, it is, here, I'll paste it in the chat again. This is the list. That's the roster where you sign up, and the second tab there is our bounty board. The hit list, as you say.
We're in the room. Then what?
Go straight.
Straight?
Yeah, straight, and then you'll see the big troll right there.
Oh, there you go.
There I am. All right, we have a priest coming up next. He's right around the corner solo, so he's just going to be a pain. Go ahead and, Trolley, just drop a big nuke on him, but wait till 50%.
Oh, I was dotting him.
That's fine, too. Yeah, so Bull, the expectation is that one member of the group, at the very least, does a screenshot of the bounty mob being killed. It has to show the EXP message in there, and then everyone in the group has to be, you know, in level range of that. I don't want to make it so like all 6 people have to submit screenshots. You know, I don't think anyone's going to take it that crazily. So this next room has 3 mobs in it, so it's going to be best for you to do your thing there. I'm glad to see that we got 3 bards. Noob Kick, are you going to be one of the bards? Does Lord Bob have mitigation of the mighty? I would guess he does. Oh, is that a fail? He's mezzing an ice goblin, so everyone get on the evoker.
Just trying not to die.
Heal yourself. Did you bind outside, by the way?
I did.
Okay.
But I'm also just focusing self heals right now.
This could be my chance to catch up. I don't know how many clerics we have on the list. I think I saw like 3 right from the get-go, so that'll be good. As long as we have a few clerics, a few druids, a few shamans, so every group has a healer, that's like the most critical piece.
Have Trolley pronounced the most recent name and Veliest?
Oh yeah, Nick, I know the Zemin perma is really crazy on P99. It's really good.
What's the most recent name?
On the Veliest tracker here. So Trolley, you'll have to click the spreadsheet link from our chat and then go to the Veliest thing.
Okay.
Perry Love Whistle. Hey y'all, got really cute downloaded. Hey, good to see that. No, it'll be before you upgrade. So you know when you first click the EQ game and it brings up that little window with like some random EQ art and it says play now and big green button, Perry?
Chief Rygor?
I think Chief Rygor's on there.
That's the first name.
No, he said the last name.
Oh, the last. Oh, God. It seemed too easy. Hold on.
So Perry, when you pull that up, it's called the launcher. It's got that green play button. To the left of the green play button, there's a little cog. It's small. You click that, and then you go to like game settings or something there, and you'll be able to tap through and remove all the Luckman models.
All right, here we go. Grand Vizier Pulaka Chate.
Nice.
Vizier Pulaka Chate. That's how it's pronounced. No one should say it differently.
Oh, you know what? Somebody add the queen from Dragon Necropolis there. Add those two. There's two really ridiculous mobs in DN. The Will Sapper Dropper and Queen Raltas. All right, Trolley, can you pronounce the message from Mr. Jones?
From Mr. Can I say, that's Lord Bob. We've already done this, and it went poorly.
I don't know if he's Lord Neb, but he is Neb. Is it Lord Neb?
That was Bob Dolage in a...
Yeah, that's Lord Bob. Dol Johnny.
Neb.
Dol Johnny Jar Morinar.
The group.
I think.
Oh, no, I didn't. They're just back here.
Yeah. All right, so the next room that we're going to do is going to be...
It has like no mana.
Oh, okay, so then we'll bed. And probably have Chinchilla back by around then.
Yeah. It's... Dol Johnny Jim Mid Jarnan Morinar.
That's pretty close. Vaniki, there we go, Frank. Thank you. Neb is the key mob.
El Shar's in love his afro.
We also need to add Mistmore Castle mobs. I didn't put a single mob from Mistmore Castle, so I avoid that shit like the plague.
Why do you hate Mistmore Castle?
Because it's super hard. The mobs run faster than you. And there's a mixture of undead and living mobs, which means you can't get through with either Invis or IVU. And Mayung's not there, and it always bothers me that he's not there.
Fair enough.
Ooh, Trolley, you've never been in the Crystal Caverns, have you?
It's the Crystal Caverns? That's Otis?
No, it's Velius.
Velius? I haven't really spent a lot of time on Velius. We did a little bit on Velius. Where we were killing cats. Or was that? No, that wasn't Velius. That was Karen's, maybe.
Yeah, that was not Velius. That was on Otis.
Yeah, that was Karen's. That wasn't Velius. I don't think I've been. I've only been to Velius like once or twice.
I don't know the names, Frank. I have Captain Velos on there. That's the only Kale mob I put right now.
Yeah, I usually don't go beyond Kunark. And I don't even go that Kunark that much. I'm like a very weird... Like, I want to play TLP, but only classic TLP, but I don't want to play P99 classic.
She says as we're in...
But I play it because, love. But, yeah, I only want to play classic TLP.
Jokar, Frozen Shard, and Keldor Dektarek. Like, how much thought do you think they put into those names, Frank? Arvis, what's going on? Dude, good to see you. Yo, you guys see that Hot Pocket news? I think it was a couple weeks ago. They found like chunks of glass or plastic in the Hot Pockets, so they had to recall them. Rip.
Sort of like assume that's always in Hot Pockets. Like, what is really in Hot Pockets?
Ooh, sorry I missed this. The Land of the Pine. Thanks for the follow. Ooh, nice Mystic Cloak suit. I see you.
Yeah, see, Arvis, he just thought it was normal. Just business as usual.
See you swung by Najena for your Mystic Cloak. Right, I wonder who noticed. Hello, hello, Land of the Pine. I agree with that, Frank. How's your mana suit? Oh my gosh, guys, I haven't even started any background music. Chat, why? You're supposed to, chat, this is like a give and take relationship between us. Like, I'm supposed to do some things, and if I screw up, you guys are supposed to, hey, Zaide, you're screwing up. And here I am, no background music for an hour, no one said anything.
Chat, I don't appreciate him talking to you guys like this. That's his job. He should know better. I'm trying to blame you guys. I got your back.
Dang, suit's still at... Okay.
Frank's anti-music. He knew the whole time. He just didn't want to tell you.
Rip, Frank. I miss the non-DMCA days when Twitch was the Wild West of music.
Right. Bootberry is back.
We got that trolley voice ambiance. Yeah, suit is still at 20 mana though. Trolley, can you give me skin?
Yeah. Skin, do you want... Oh. Do you want your feet?
You can't cast it, we're indoors.
Oh, you can't... Really? I didn't know that.
The suit, you can probably just skip quickness on me. I think probably only your pet and Gorlami need it. Venetti, so I do my hardcore SSF streams every Monday and Friday. And then we're doing the hardcore guild self-found guild, starting February 15th.
Leox said you don't listen to him when he tells you to stop doing free lore. So
LOL.
Why would you listen to him on music?
It's truly off.
Leox always trying to have your back. You never listen to him.
Dude, I'm just a man of the people. People want to have lore. I want to talk about lore. It's a perfect match. The points are a formality. Oh, yo, Tantor is a great one, dude. Absolutely put Tantor on there. Venetti, it's a pretty casual thing. You got your whole Luckland launch, you're doing all that, and then, you know, you have a couple hours here and there, you log into Agnar and rock it up with the group. What's another dumb mob that we can add? Harladar. Harladar's a good mob.
What about,
Cobalt... Oh yeah, we need Cobalt Scar mobs, and we need mobs for Simon's Grotto. Chun and Froon.
Suit's ready, I think.
Suit, we good? Alright.
What about Fippy?
Fippy's on there.
Oh, is Fippy on there? I didn't
Wait, actually, Fippy's not on there. Tranix is on there.
But what about Fippy?
Everyone's gonna go North Kano start if we do Fippy. He's like too low, you know?
Suit's 55.
Alright, what we should do, because Chinchilla's gonna be here soon, is we should just clear backwards, you know?
Okay.
Waddle through this door here.
Shut my face.
Alright, try Nitro. So on February 15th, we are starting our hardcore guild. We're doing it on Agnar. And, you know, for everyone else here who hasn't already heard about it, basically we're doing a solo self-found hardcore run, but on the guild stage. So you can group with guild members, you can trade with guild members, but that's it. If you die, you delete your character or leave the guild. And we have a bounty board, a bounty system. So basically, I've assigned certain named mobs throughout the world, mobs of significance, either in lore or popular culture. Wait, that's the pet. No, it's not the pet. They both have staffs, though. I've assigned them point values, and they are bounty targets. You go with a group, or maybe even just yourself if you're feeling confident, and you kill them, post a screenshot. You have to get EXP from killing the mob, so there's certain level ranges that's applicable. And then you get points based on what you killed. Turning in your bounties, as it were. And then we have a weekly leaderboard, and we have an overall leaderboard, and heck, maybe there'll be some prizes. I've had a few people, shout out to those people, approach me about doing certain prize pools. So it's likely that we'll end up with some kind of minor prize. I want to keep it minor because I don't want to encourage anyone to be a dirty cheater. But yeah, we'll have something cool. Dude, adding Dune Digger? I mean, everyone will just skip it unless you made it like 9,000 points, Frank. Ooh, Yellow Eyes is a good Luckland one. Groy Gutblade is another good one. That's true. There's a lot of really good targets in the Karanas. I have Quillmane on there, but Groy is another good target.
Is there an XP reduction on Agnar for a halfling rogue?
There are no racial penalties or bonuses on TLP servers anymore. Why Agnar? Agnar because it's like relatively unpopulated, so it's good and it's permanently locked in planes of power, so we don't have to worry about EXP or most zone revamps. Yeah, Perry, the things we've seen so far for prizes, like what I'm looking at is one of my buddies offered up contributing 5 chrono for a prize pool. And I said I would tentatively match that prize pool. It wouldn't be like first place got 10 chrono though, you know what I mean? It'd be like staggered. Well, you know what, Village, like if you're a gate class and you see things are starting to go south for your group, you just fire off that gate and recruit a new group the next day.
Every man for himself.
You're like, Cleric, why you're not healing me? And he's like, well, you lost health pretty quickly, so I popped DA. See you later. Man, Boobery, those nukes are just knocking these guys down. Village, you go on that Ixar Shadow Knight again. Round 2. Right, Vanetti, you can only group with guild members. If you guys jump in the Discord, !Discord for a link, and then, you know, you get your little permissions, which you can do yourselves by clicking the check mark in the Launchpad section. There's a piece of the forum where you can actually see the rules are all listed out there for you. We've got everything there. That's probably the easiest way to keep referencing it. But yeah, sign up on the tracker here. It's going to be so much fun. I really just cannot wait. We got 2 on our left suit, a Mendicant and an Ice Goblin. Right now we have 23 people signed up. Yeah, right. Warriors and Rogues. I was thinking about doing a Rogue, but yeah, it's scary to pick a class that is kind of totally helpless. You know what I mean? Like as a warrior, if things start going poorly, like you do not have a get out of jail free card. Same thing with Rogue. Like once the aggro is established, you're not hiding from anything. Get the green mist, dude. That'd be so dope if you got a green mist on the hardcore run.
Frank said you can have a hall of records for people that do certain quests first.
It shall be done, Frank. By the end of this guild, we just have created our whole own custom Everquest. Most of the mobs in that tunnel are like singles Gorlami, so feel free to just drag some back. Even if you get 1 or 2, it's fine. I have reached out to Rogian about it. He drops in this chat every now and then, so maybe he'll pop by and we can all pressure him. I could do Soulfire. Dude, I'm so tempted. Alright, chat, what class should I play? I don't even know, man. Alright, chat. Should I be a Troll Shadow Knight, a Troll Warrior, a Human Paladin, or a Human Ranger? What do we think?
I mean, you were just complaining there's no warriors, so what better way to set an example?
Man, don't put that on me.
Just saying.
I set the example. I built the guild. Charlie, I know you'll leave me behind on that warrior.
In a second. I always have gate mend, unlike some other players.
Oh god, so many people saying Troll Warrior. God, dude, I can't even get a Dark Elf mask on Agnar. Swamp Ass, good to see you. Nice name as always. Human Bard. Throw up my mouth. No, actually, Human Bard would be dope, but I don't want to play Bard. Yeah, Gorlami double reds. So we're just going to have to deal with that. We won't go back there until Chinchilla's actually here, though. Lead from the front. Yeah. So the benefit of being a Troll Warrior is A, I'm a troll, B, I can dual wield, which satisfies 2 out of my 3 requirements. Dude, Leok, we're like so deep in the run when I get a Cobalt Bracer though, you know? Disturbed, no, I actually literally just got back from work an hour ago. Still living the good life. You think it's more entertaining if I'm helpless, Frank?
think so.
I figured I could pull off some cool hijinks with the other classes. But the other thing is, like, what do I bring to a group?
The tank.
The cool thing is, I get to get all the gear. Oh, you don't have to say that. Disturbed, it's all good. I do it for a paycheck, like everybody else.
I mean, that would be good content. Imagine if your group ditched you to die.
Yeah, imagine. Trolley would have divorce papers on her desk in the morning. Sir, she let my warrior die, my permadeath warrior. Well, Zaide, you get everything.
Sir, you don't understand. They had a root site breastplate. I demand compensation.
Oh, I could be a frog. I don't know. The frog, like, I love the idea of being a frog lock, but I'm actually not crazy about the frog lock models in EQ. The playable frog lock models. Yeah, Village, we can use POK. So, like I said, we're going to redo the guild in Classic. TLP 2021, and that'll be, like, a little bit more strict. Disturbed, I don't know what you mean by pop licked. Like, we're letting people use POK.
Yes, let's...
Oh, pop locked is probably what you meant. Yeah, because it's pop locked, that's why we did it.
I have the same problem.
Bull, I agree with you. Village, I'm not putting Undead Jester on the list because that dude, you know what I mean? Like, we're already going to be killing him anyway, so he doesn't need to be on there. Dwarf Warrior would be okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just very tempted to do a Ranger because I want to have a Worm Slayer and a Null Bane, Null Slayer. But at the same time, I do have my already in progress Ranger, so maybe I should just, like, you know, get that fulfillment from him.
A Null Bane is a Trolley Lore original.
Oh.
The old Null Bane.
Gorlami with the 102 backstab. Big damage, dude.
Dang.
Wait, did you get it, Slazik? On the 22nd? Sergeant Slate is on our list. He is on the list. Disturbed, you better jump on that next TLP. Just, like, casually play until they get to Gates and Omens. Dang, it's crazy rare. Is this 2 or 1? 1. Okay. A Diviner incoming. Gorlami, do you have a Pegasus Feather Cloak?
You didn't inspect him? I thought you inspected everybody.
You don't have to have it equipped.
Oh.
Yeah, you just right click it and fly around. That's true, Disturbed. You could jump on Air Dune. But we might get super lucky and see a fast TLP in 2021, like a Cello style one. Village, do you mean like the level of mob that we'll put on a bounty? It just has to be something that we think is groupable. Because bringing two groups doesn't count. Yeah, Village, it has to give EXP for all members of the group. Alright, I have a wizard incoming. If he doesn't root me as I run back. I'm engulfed in lightning. Can you really be engulfed in lightning?
I suppose if there's enough of it, like you could be multiple strikes, you know?
It's so brief, though.
My god, what is happening?
Yeah, dude, you let me die over here?
You died so fast.
Oh, he's red.
Oh. We didn't con our mobs, did we?
Well, you know, he's just in the normal mob spot. I was killed, guys. I need to run back.
And now Blueberry's gonna die. It's gonna be a wipe.
What's he at?
Blueberry's dead.
No, I'm at the wizard.
Thing.
Feels bad, dudes. I'm scared to look at how much EXP I just lost. Oh, that's not bad. Just all my progress from today.
Woo.
Rip.
Rip Blueberry.
Now I gotta dodge all the goody two-shoes out here. Did you guys kill it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. LOL, nobody important died. It's actually gonna be a little bit challenging for me to get back to you guys.
You need a port to North Corona.
No, I'm bound in North Kanos. Oh, Booberry might. Ooh, Venetti, yeah, I definitely would love a res if you're out there. Hollywood Stalker on the hill over here. No, Slavic says he's right outside.
Look at you all naked in your butt crack underwear.
That's rude.
It's weird because he's so big, but you can still see his spine. You know?
He's just big boned. Unlike other people who claim to be big boned.
It's a loincloth, my bad.
Yeah. You know what? You are disrespecting my trollish culture.
I'm sorry.
Slazik is not a reser. That's just like Slazik also died in the group. Venetti.
What is your favorite race / class?
Zalo, my favorite race and class. Well, so traditionally I play a human monk. That's my favorite combo. But I really love trolls. I think they're like the swaggiest race that you can play. And after troll, I'd say Ixar. I'd say like troll, Ixar, Erudite are some of my favorite races. But yeah, class monk, which unfortunately can't be those. And then the reason I don't go Ixar monk is just because everybody plays an Ixar monk. So it's like a little overdone. I think human monks look cooler, and I like being a robe monk. Like I like wearing like Robe of the Whistling Fist, Robe of the Azure Sky, Robe of the Lost Circle. And if you're an Ixar and you have those robes on, you look a little ridiculous, I think, with your tail protruding from the robe.
What do we got?
Potentially, that'd be awesome. Venetti said he could get there easily.
We got Charm View? Oh, Charm View. Got it. Just hanging out.
Yeah. But that becomes like a moot point because later on they stop giving monks robes. I'm trying to think of like the last good robe you get. I guess God has a robe, right? Yeah, Lungi is really good. Shroud of Longevity. Can't beat that. The Anguish chest is... Oh, J. Rook's chest becomes a monk robe.
Oh, showtime! Showtime hyping you in the chat.
Showtime? Oh, what's up? Yo, Admiral Showtime, good to see you, dude. Trying to navigate the darkest of dark tunnels right now.
It's just like a blank screen almost.
It's really...
You see like I feel like I see better
Okay, here we go.
the stream than I do on your screen.
Yeah, I know, right? So what you guys are seeing on the screen right now, just turn the gamma down by like 50%. That's what I see. It actually might be better for me to like navigate by looking at my own recording on the other monitor. But yeah, so Monk, definitely favorite class. Second favorite class might be Paladin now, man. After all the Pally runs, I really enjoyed it. I really like playing a Necromancer as well. So I'd say Monk, Pally, and Necro. are my 3 favorite classes. Yeah, Bootly, you see a weird kind of pally gameplay for me, you know? Like, I'm not actually tanking things, so... Yeah, the problem for me is going to be getting past the guards in Everfrost right now. I feel like I shouldn't play tank on our guild run because, like, it takes a little bit of focus. And I don't do that. Not while I'm streaming anyway.
Very true. Very true.
Oh, Revs, you never played a monk? You gotta try it out, man. It's a lot of fun. Well, unless you're a camp monk. But if you're a pooler, monk is actually some of the most fun you can have in Everquest. Oh, that's not good. You guys need to run if that's another red wizard.
What's happening? Oh, man, somebody guide me. Oh, so it's dead. Suit got it?
No, it gated. That was actually...
So should we just go?
Might. I don't know. You'll see, I guess. That's yeah, okay. Suit says
speed up.
Yeah, you should heal Suit probably and see what you could do.
Oh, now there's a preacher coming in. Okay.
You guys gotta run.
Yeah. Woo.
Punch rogues are the worst. Frank, what is a punch rogue? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, camp monks. Punch rogues, exactly.
Am I going the right way?
There's only one way.
I can't go the wrong way.
Correct.
I will find a way.
Oh, Chinchilla's here. Good timing, Chinchilla. You just wiped.
Oh my god. Oh, Suit didn't make it. Suit, I'm not gonna make it either.
You're good. And just take that left. It's probably that bard that accidentally trained it. Alright, the...
20. R.I.P. Suit. R.I.P.
The guards out here are dead. That's good for me. Now I just have to not aggro a snow orc.
Are you bound? Suit's probably bound out here, no?
Yeah, I'm sure he is. The problem with the orcs is they will all be Spirit of Wolfed. Let me actually throw a life spike and clinging darkness on my bar. I could just like potentially snare something. Put fear on here too. You know what? This here.
Bard's Pally Intro. I can't. The Bard. Maybe I just need to like make one for fun and see, but it seems like just so much.
Well, with Melody, it's a lot easier. Ooh, Tundra Jack out here. Scowling at me. I played a Bard back in the day, man, and it was a lot of fun, but yeah, it is tough. P99 style Bard is tough. If my Meditate already got maxed out for level 21, but I unding. No, you'll retain the maxed out skill, and I believe you'll gain the maxed out skill benefit. There's a threshold though. So remember on P99 are not sorry, remember on PvP servers, people used to like they'd have their PvP twinks for certain level ranges. They'd level them a few levels too high, max out the skills, and then D-level, so that way they were even stronger than you should technically be at that level range. Yeah, the D-leveled rogues, exactly. So you should retain all the benefits of the increased skill points. Suit. That could be true, Abrupt. Or maybe being a bard is like what you're meant to be, you know what I mean? And you load it up and you just intuitively understand the class as soon as you play it for the first time. You're the best bard of all time. Could happen. That's the thing, Slazik, you definitely could. Yeah, Bard definitely is. The highest skill cap. There's so much you can pull out of the Bard, you know what I mean? I've seen bards single-handedly save raids when they get trained, just by having a talented player at the wheel.
And knowing when to stop your song is important.
Yeah.
Rev says.
All right, I'm here. I assume the ice giants are camped and dead, so we should be good.
Excuse me, I had to sneeze.
I have consented you. Trolley, you just survived the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Inner IG is not camped. What's IG? Orlami? Shadow Knight versus Necromancer? Necromancer. 10 out of 10 times. SK's cool, but like, yeah, Necromancer.
Hey, Dino!
Dino, what's going on, dude? Oh, let me get you, priests.
Ice Giant Camp. That makes sense why he said that.
Super fun and very stupid. Yeah, priest finally arrives. Cozy, what's going on? Here's your Inneruk coming in hot. He has such a weird and unique attack, like audio.
Alright. So Borlami's bringing back the bodies?
Yeah, he's dragging them to the entrance. We'll have to zone in when we're ready.
Okay.
In the meantime, may I have a Spirit Wolf, please?
I mean, won't it just wear off? You wait too long?
It won't take that long.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
We need to stop meditating. Alright guys, it's us again. I don't have a cool plan for today. That was my only big thing last time. So we can just hang out in silence, you know, we don't have to talk. Not necessary. Some kind of flavored, yes, it is. A LaCroix Temple Mousse. I usually like lime, but that was out. I had coffee before, so I was falling asleep. It got really dark. Can anyone answer Superman's question? How do you transfer money items on P99? There's no sure thing. Dino says ask a friend. Or a stranger, and just, you know, hope you get lucky. Target seltzer drinks? I'll have to try those. One I didn't like. It was the Spindrift. Wasn't a big fan. It's like too much flavor. Mr. Jones confirms. Ask a friend or find someone. Or someone with a high level character in guild. El Champaro is volunteering.
Alright, I'm back. We good to zone in?
I think everyone else.
Alright.
Gorlami's getting water.
It's getting dark out there.
Yeah.
Oh, Shiny Breath Shield. That's why it got dark. I was wondering. Dang, it's dark out here.
Have much more flavor. will have more, but not too much. Yeah, I don't like too much flavor. I don't like soda is the whole thing. So I like when it's not a lot of flavor, which is like a lot of people's complaint about LaCroix, I think, is that it's not enough flavor, but that's what I like. So I'll have to try next time I hit up the Target. Thanks for the tip.
Oh wait, we all good?
Gorlami's AFK.
Oh, he's back.
Oh.
No sense in really charming any of these, right? Because we're gonna have to invis and bounce. I mean, I guess we could just charm them temporarily. I'm on the left one.
I don't have to heal.
Well, you know.
I mean, I understand, but I can actually hit stuff. I don't have to save as much.
That's true. So Superman, have you signed up on our guild tracker yet? Do you know what your 2 combo is going to be? I know you were saying you're going to 2 box.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it now, Mr. Jones. I'm doing it now.
Being a battle druid?
Battle druid.
Those melee swings. What weapon are you using, Trolley? Combine? Scimitar?
Something ridiculous like that, yeah.
Oh, don't need to do that with him. Would be cool, Mr. Jones. So, chat, trivia question for you. Can you guys name which melee sword monks can use in Classic Everquest? There might be 1 or 2. I know, right, Arvis? February 15th seems too far away, but we need to let that hype build up and get some momentum. February 15th is what we need to get a critical mass of players involved.
2 votes. 3 votes for Heretic Longsword. Liverclap, I will be playing a Barbarian Beast Lord.
I think you guys got them all. The Afridi swords generally are good. It might be both the Afridi longsword and the Afridi scimitar. Ruined Heretic longsword. Pestilence scythe, I'm not sure about, Venetti. You're probably correct though. I used to sit in the tunnel with my Afridi scimitar and my shield and rainbow hues on my monk with the robe, and people would come up and like ask me for Spirit of Wolf. Yo, you know what combo I want, guys? What weapon combo I really would love to do? A monk with a moss-covered twig primary and an Afridi standard secondary. Have you guys seen the Afridi standard? Go look that weapon up if you've never looked at it before. Oh, two-handed's cool too. It's so weird because you don't have any skill. And you don't have any skill at all in one-hand slash or two-hand slash as a monk, so you can't get better at it. But yeah, you can use it.
Alright, so we're gonna try to sneak?
Well, we got a few more mobs. You guys can just assist me on my target. Liver Flap, specific lore. Give us lore of an underappreciated weapon, zone, or faction. Okay, give me a minute to think about it, Liver. Weapon, zone, or faction. Oh, are we charming this?
I was just snaring it.
It's charmed? Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna have to leave it very soon when we sneak past the reds, though, Suit, just so you know. A bard usable two-hand blunt. Not off the top of my head, I can't, Frank. Yeah, so Suit, the next mob on deck is the red camp, so we gotta kill this guy in invis now. You might be able to. Yeah, you know what? You try to sneak past it. And if you can, then I guess we'll be good. Well, the rest of us will need invis, though. Oh, yeah, Lodestar, okay. Vanetti, I do eventually want to res, but I don't want to have res sickness right at this moment. I appreciate you coming out. But I don't want you to sit there waiting the whole time. I'm gonna get on the priest. Unless you have to zone. You should be good. You should be good. We got Rezo here. Dang, what happened to Gorlami? Did you get deleted over there? Oh, you just ran to the zone line.
Alright. So where's the lore?
Well, I'm still thinking. You know, there's the problem, Liverflap, is that I appreciate all weapons, zones, and factions. So it's hard for me to conceptualize like an underappreciated one. Gorlami said that he has lost enough levels today.
Blueberry, what'd you do to him? Hit him with too many nukes?
Underappreciated by the devs? Oh man, that actually could be easier. There's a lot of things the developers don't appreciate.
Embarrass it. About the human faction in OOT or Aries Crossing.
You know what? Aries Crossing is probably an underappreciated area. So Aries Crossing, I mean, is really just named after the fact that Erud left Kanos and crossed there to Otis, then founded Eridin, of course. But man, I really love that zone. There's like a little island right in the middle of Aries Crossing. I'm sure you guys all know about it. And there's a small tribe of Karens there. They're pretty cool. For the most part, there's not a reason to kill them. So you go there and chill, but the island is actually really tough. There's a ton of will-o-wisps and stuff on the island, but they're all social, and they have a relatively big social range, so they'll actually social... You can easily get like 5 or 6 or 7 will-o-wisps on you at once. And once you're on the island, there's like no escape route, you know what I mean? You end up just strafe running in circles until the boat arrives. On the evoker. Where are all these mobs coming from?
They keep running down.
Cash Override. Abzor is the only dev left, I think, from the original squad. Yo, I love leveling on Wisp Island. There's actually some good sharks there that you can do later. I'm getting on the wizard. After this, I'll kill the goblin in the corner. Negreth, I don't know if Negreth was original. I don't remember Negreth from back in the day, Frank. But he's always super low key, so it could have been like he was doing work and we just didn't. Is this wizard trying to gate right now?
Taking some hits over there.
Yeah. Alright, I'm on an ice goblin. We can mez the rest if mana's alright.
I'll start healing.
There's even more shit coming out here.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now.
Something must have ran.
Yeah, let's zone.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, so Negreth was part of the original? So I guess Negreth and Abzor are the only 2 originals that I still see around. I was really sad to see Prathen go, because I always thought Prathen was pretty good. I know Ludwolf left a while ago. Obviously we lost Holly. She wasn't original, but she's been there for a long time now. I thought Holly had a really positive impact on Everquest as a whole. Yeah.
It might have been when that one thing gated.
We killed that wizard before he gated, but yeah, something must have gated and brought a pile of mobs with it.
And we got 2 AFKs right now.
Okay.
Take a little mana break.
It's rough in there, man. That wizard was trying to gate at like 40%. Like surprisingly high HP for a gate. Yo, yo. The first Rex. Good to see you. Greetings.
Hey, the first Rex.
Yeah, I think a lot of classes or people who have mained a certain class for a long time, they have like, they all have devs they love and or hate. Yeah, like every time we killed a mob, I would look over and there was like 2 more. So I think on the next stream, on our Friday stream, I'm gonna try to do specifically a little bit more in depth Visra the Cursed and Velkatora, the Sorcerer. I'm gonna try to do those lores in some greater detail because I know we talked about them on Monday when we were in Oasis. Uh-oh. I love people running in. Be cool if we had Ladybox spawn. But yeah, so I know we talked about them the other day, but I want to go back and like really dive in. I think there is more to get from Velk. And I know I have more to talk about for Curse Cycle.
Grind goes well. I'm maybe the only member who hasn't died. Well, I guess technically Priest.
Yeah, Priest hasn't died.
Because he got here later.
Well, Priest has died in Permafrost, though. So did you, I guess, 2 sessions ago?
This iteration.
Yeah, it's rough in there. Have I leveled up Zaide stats since this weekend? Yeah, I was on him last night while I was doing like highlight videos, and I got him to 17. But if you guys remember, I was only like 15% away from 17 anyway. All I did was kill a couple more of the Aviacs there at the zone line while we waited.
Alright, everybody's back. I don't know how Priest mana is, though.
As soon as we find out what mana's like, we'll bounce. We'll go in.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting on him. Oh, man. Oh, that's Suit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We can go in and wait in there.
Okay.
Thanks, Brex.
Sad little naked Grimgro.
Alright, all the mobs here are dead, so we can actually just invis straight away, since there's nothing to charm.
Okay.
Just form up here. Once we're invis, we'll run to the flag room, or thereabouts. We'll at least pass the high-level goblins. Poor Suit, using all his mana to haste us. Oh, the high-level ones are dead now. Perfect. Actually, we don't even need to invis. Gorlami, we'll just kill this guy right here too. Oh, so Suit, this is actually your old pet. Wait, Gorlami, we're charming it. We'll get the next guy.
Okay, so Mr. Jones has a scenario for you.
Okay, we're clear up to the flag room, guys. Then we'll have to let Suit split it up.
You get sent back in time to when you first started EQ.
Okay.
Knowing what you know now. The old, if you could do it all over.
Man, okay. Knowing what I know now, what class server would I pick? It's tough because I would still have like, because of the age I was, I would still have a lot of rules, you know what I mean? Oh, it's the wrong mob. I don't know that I could play the way I would want to. Alright, can we get the Mendicant next? Whenever your mana is good. I'd probably do a Monk, Because monks were even more busted back then. No, you know what? I would do a necromancer. Like if we did like launch day of Everquest, I would play a necro. And I would either be on Vishan or the Nameless. Nameless being my original server anyway, because I would want to be in Legacy of Steel or FOH. Or maybe young 8-year-old Zaide would start his own guild, and no one would know about for right now. Be like, who was that? A second place guild on Vishan? Brex, thanks for the follow. Yo, imagine the huge advantage you'd have, like Kunark launches, and you're like, all right, guys, there's going to be a zone soon. It's going to be called Vishan's Peak. These are the key mobs. Let me show you how to spawn Ancient Jarsath.
Suko says you must have a high income count if you're an 8-year-old running a guild.
Those midichlorians, dude. Sadly, they grant you a seat on the council, but they do not recognize you as a master. Dude, that would be wild. See, the thing is, you could totally pull it off, because back then we didn't use voice chat. I'd just be an IRC. I would curse a lot to hide my youth.
Perkin has a proposition for you.
Since you're in Lake Wrath with Zaide, you could complete one of the Ranger rituals and pick up an abandoned orc shovel for 2-hand blunt skill ups. That's probably a good idea, actually. 427, right? One of the fastest 2-hand blunts you can get. So easy, quick skill ups. It'll still help for those other levels, because like once you're within 5 levels of your max skill, it goes back to like the normal formula. So it would still make a difference. I'm just wondering what 2-hand blunt I'll actually get to use during the SSF run. What are we thinking of?
Woodson staff.
Oh, okay. The best mage pet to use on P99? I'm not sure. It might just be whatever is like the highest level one you have.
I don't know anything about P99 mage pets.
How's mana, guys? Are we good to move up? We want to go... You know, I want to finally get to that named camp at the back of the left side tunnel that we've been approaching. 70 mana. Seems good. I know, yeah, Liverflap's been leveling 1 recently, and he's saying a water pet.
Well, Classic says Spire for solo. They both say it just depends. It's all about circumstances. Water pet's usually pretty good.
Superman, I don't know if you heard my question before, or maybe if I just missed it in the chat, but I was wondering what your 2 box is going to be for the hardcore guild we're doing next month. I just realized I'm sitting pretty far from the mic. I don't know if my audio is good. Have you guys been able to hear me pretty much all right this stream? Oh, big Alexander Diogenes the Cynic in the chat. What's going on, dude? There should be 2 mobs in there, Gorlami, if you just want to pull them out. I'm a little too tall. So, okay, you're thinking Necro Bard, but since there seems to be a lot of bards, I might change that to a Shaman Mage. Either one is really powerful. Definitely. So, Alex, check this out. Next month, February 15th, I'm starting a new guild. It's going to be on the Agnar server, Whoop Whoop Dead server, and it's going to be hardcore. So, not like we play all day, but like if you die, you delete your character. So it's going to be just like a solo self-found run that I've been doing, right? But it's guild-wide. So you can group, but only with guildies. You can trade only with guildies. No twinking. There's a list of like 17 rules I made. And we have a bounty board. So the goal of the whole thing really is that you and your group, or any group composition you want to, formulate, you guys go out and try to kill these bounties, these bounty targets. And there are all these mobs I picked, and I've assigned point values to them. And we do a weekly leaderboard of who's rounded up the best bounties. So depending on mob difficulty, we'll give them more points. And the only rule with the bounties is that everyone in the group has to get EXP from the bounty mob they killed. But that's pretty much the gist of it, you know. And as you try to get the bigger and bigger bounties, the odds of you dying become greater and greater. So it's a huge risk versus reward competition thing. It's going to be pretty casual, to be honest, but yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be like a fresh take on how to play EQ. And when TLP 2021 comes out, we're going to actually do that guild on launch, and we will raid. We're going to clear all of Classic except for Plane of Sky, because too many death touches there.
Alright, Superman finally answered your question.
Yeah, I saw that. Alright, two mobs coming in.
So is this the Alexander of Faceless?
Yep, that's him. I'm on in Ice Goblin. That's Big Alex, the Ogre Warrior.
Also known as the guy who sounds like Nullify.
Cash Override, there are no extra lives.
There was one time we like casually grouped with both of them, and I just didn't know who was talking at any point.
Brex, they haven't even announced it yet, we just know it's coming. Through the grapevine and based on context clues, we know that we have one coming up. Alright guys, let's move up and take that left. Let's check this guy out. He is a Yellowcon priest on the left.
Okay.
Cash, you're not the first person to bring up the extra lives thing. I know some guilds that have done hardcore things in the past have talked about like extra life, like ways to generate extra lives. So I know that's a thing. I'm just not sure how I feel about it. I feel like there's just like, I don't know, you just take away a huge element of the risk and stuff, and it's already going to be a bit easier. Uh-oh. Is this Bard? No, he seems clear-ish. Be late? Okay. There's a red con on him.
Did you shaft Noob Cake again?
To be honest, I think I missed a lot of chat, so it's not just Noob Cake.
You know, Brex, that is the conspiracy theory.
I wonder if that Bard was just like, this group will kill it for me.
The Inner Circle Gaming.
Yo, Medusa, what's up, dude? How you been? Ooh, each priest class gets one res. You have to decide if it's the right res. You guys can come back up to that left room now. We're gonna split the room with 3 mobs in it. Yeah.
DM'd you that idea the other day.
Oh yeah. So Noob Cake. Yeah, there we go. I know multiple people have hit me up about it. Or so like my favorite lore conspiracy. LOL, ominous name. Just Venmo me $20. Hit me with 2 subs, and you get an extra life. Uh-oh. I'm on the left goblin. There we go. That's a good question. I feel like I bring these up a lot casually, but then when I'm like put on the spot to think about them, I'm just like bad at it. I really like the Bloodsaber stuff, but that's probably not my favorite because it's just like it's too in your face. The whole Plague in the Piranhas piece.
Cleanse Your Palate Snack Time Boys wants to know your favorite EverQuest food item.
Favorite EverQuest food item? Misty Thicket Picnics.
There we go.
Such a classic.
I like muffins. I just like that there's muffins.
Diviner next.
I can't see anything. You're like in the way.
Okay, I got a liver flap. I like the conspiracy that Toon Air helped Kha'Zix Thul create the green mist. I forget where I read that, but I had something that indicated that Tunair was in some way involved. That there were like multiple gods involved in the creation of the green mist, not just CT. And Tunair was one of them.
Pickled Paladin. Snack Time Boys prefers pickled halfling.
Yeah, Boomba the Big in Freeport sells that good pickled paladin. Gives you plus wisdom, I think, right? Gorlami, you want to sneak up and check out this next room? I know I've seen some high-level dudes in Viz in there a few times, so I don't know what the deal is. I feel like there was supposed to be a trap here. Like, you see how the ceiling goes up? Like they were going to do a crushing trap, and there's a bloodstain on the floor. I feel like this was going to be like the Soul B rock that drops down on your head, and they just never added it. Uh-oh, what is Jumabab doing? The room is split.
I'll go kill Vox.
Yeah. Alright, let's move up, guys.
With the bloodstain?
Yeah.
The priest running that way.
A priest? Oh, it's probably...
It's not the pet, I don't think.
It's on turquoise.
Oh, okay.
He might get mad at us. Like, he really wants us to know that he is camping this named mob, even though he's like 30 levels too high for it. We've got 3 mobs on the back of the stage. Suit. We aggroed him. Alright, everyone move into the very back of the room. You can assist me on the mob that I'm fighting here. Suit's probably going to be able to mess the other 2. Senyan, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. You know, that did not go as poorly as it could have.
I need to change my Twitch name to Lockerbird.
Wait, who? Lockerbird? Oh, big Lockerbird. What's going on, dude? Hey, Locke, are you going to be in our hardcore guild? February 15th? Oh, that's true, Gorlami. We got those big cleric buffs right now. Oslin, how's it going? Hello, hello. Well, no pressure. It'll be fun. Adrian, thanks for the follow. Alright, we can start going back the other way. All these mobs are clear. Is it going to be too high for us to go down here? No, it's not. So there's the other room back this way that we didn't do.
I was just running in a circle till everyone else moved because I didn't know.
Alright, so let's go down that way. Here we got 2. This guy's bouncing all over the place. Frippo, thanks for the follow. Yeah, Senyan, that could happen. Just don't camp somewhere dangerous like that, you know? You have to hide out when you camp. No, but we're doing on the Agnar, you know what I mean? So there's not a huge population for you to potentially die from. I think you'll be alright. Ooh, nice. This room's beefy in here. Suit, I'll leave this one to you. Hopefully we don't get like 4 of them. Oh, uh-oh, we got 2. Okay, we're good. Two should be no problem. Right, yeah, danger is the main source of fun. I think Gorlami got this, but 2's fine. I'm really excited about the SSF Ranger. Like, it's been fun, and as I'm getting more of my spell loadout, it's getting even better. I really want to get, like I said, 22, I'm going to get Harmony. That's going to be a big one for the Ranger. And then I think, what is it, like 27? I get my first dot that actually is pretty good. Stinging Swarm, 27. So that'll be real nice. Ranger is 17 right now. Dude, Norak, the center spam in here used to be so bad.
What does center do?
Okay, so check this out. You have an ability in Everquest to type /log, and it creates a text file in your Everquest directory, and it logs all text that appears in any of your chat boxes. Everquest on the TLP/live servers introduced this thing where whenever a mob would cast a spell, the spell name would appear at the end of like so-and-so begins to cast a spell in little carrots, you know, like the greater than, less than signs. So there was, I think there were 2 issues that happened with this. All the cleric mobs in Permafrost love to cast the spell center. And when you would do this, Windows antivirus would think that there was someone trying to execute code on your computer, specifically the command center. Alternatively, sometimes the log file would read it, I think, and just try to actually center everything. So you've got like, you've been logging shit for like months and months and months, right? And then all of a sudden, some goblin walks by and forces your log file to try to center itself with hundreds of thousands of lines of text, and it would just like stutter your computer. But in this zone, because mobs are always casting it, it was kind of unplayable sometimes if you had logs running.
Send you with the sub.
Whoa, whoa. Logger, thank you so much for that prime sub, dude. We got a second. I'm on the Evoker. Norak, are you all about that crockpot? We just got an Instapot recently. Charlie bought a cookbook for it.
I've yet to try it out, though. Pretty excited, though.
She claims she's gonna make macaroni and cheese one of these days.
Well, can you even eat macaroni and cheese right now?
You know, I could take a day off. I could eat it in moderation.
But yeah, you're big on the moderation.
I'm a very moderate person.
I can make mac and cheese any day. Just let me know.
Everyone in chat is raving about the greatness of the Instapot, so I am so excited to see it. So normally, guys, actually, this is funny because I'm going to do a video about this one of these days. I'm going to talk about the recipes I do on TLP launch so that I don't have to cook or eat anything else for like 3 straight days. But normally when a TLP is coming up, me and really mostly Trolley makes this macaroni and cheese. It's super good, but it takes like 4 hours to make. And it uses like actually like 8 pounds of cheese.
No, it's literally 3 pounds of cheese in 1 box of noodles. That's the ratio.
It is so good. I want to try the air fryer too. We can get an air fryer attachment for ours, I think.
Yeah, you can get like an attachment that goes on it.
You know, Noob Cake, until I got home, I had only had 4 Diet Cokes all day. A 9x18. Oh yeah, that's what we do. We would always bake ours too. Dude, I'm about to do it. Exactly, some noodles with my cheese, just a little bit. Priest is out of mana.
The pot of baked cheese with a topping of noodles.
Guys, move on in. Don't be scared. It's roomy in here.
Bolt's air fryers are overrated. I think Bolt, they seem really cool.
Suit, I have not gone to a fanfare. I always wanted to, but I was too young when they were going on, so I couldn't, you know. My mom's not going to let me go to Vegas when I'm 13 or 12.
I did also get a stand mixer for Christmas, so I was trying to perfect my pierogi recipe for a long time.
I forgot about those. Yo,
I gave up.
I want some pierogies this weekend, Trolley.
You need to be. I can't. You're not here. I can't make pierogies and watch the kid. Like, it's like you need to do one.
Yeah, well, I'll be here on Friday though.
Okay, well, Friday I'll try a new batch.
Yeah, so I said the weekend.
Okay. All right, the weekend.
I'm so excited, dude. The pierogies that Trolley makes are to die for.
I'm trying to master the recipe. Still very touch and go. Man, now I got air fryer debate.
I've never had anything that was air fried, so I'm interested to see how it goes. Did our pet die? Oh, I see the goblin chilling here, but the one that we had charmed had the stick in his hand, didn't we? Magnifico. Oh, that's awesome, Suit. So they stopped doing them. That's the terrible part. If they were still having fanfares, I would definitely go. Yo, Duskro, what's going on, dude? Here's your free lord. Thanks for stopping by. So, Duskro, I was saying I'm going to be doing some more in-depth lore on Friday on Vizra the Cursed from the Curse Cycle and Sra Temple, and on Velgator, the Sorcerer from, obviously, Velk's Lab in Valius. Pretty excited. Man, the first couple of weeks of February are going to be good, man, because the first Friday of February, the second Friday of February, we do our giveaway. I'm going to be giving away some real loot. Who knows what it'll be, but it'll be Everquest related. And then after that, we got the guild launch. Oh, baby. Yeah, well, there was some discussion about it, but now they can barely keep a dev employed, so I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see a fanfare anymore. Ooh, this room's so cool. It's got this well. You could fall down there and be, like, stuck.
Sounds so cool. Alright. Priest is full mana now.
Alright, I have the mob on the way. Oh, the classic. I can't see my target. Why can't I see it? What in the world could be preventing me from seeing this mob? I have a direct, perfect line of sight. Chat, do you guys see that? It's ridiculous. What? What? I'm just gonna punch him in the face. I can't even melee attack this guy. Finally. Alright, guys, we have at least one, if not three mobs coming in. I guess it's only one because none of the mobs technically have line of sight on each other due to the tunnels being terrible. See, these are the bugs that exist for 20 years and no one knows about them because no one plays in Permafrost. And the dudes who find out the pathing and aggro exploits in Permafrost aren't going to be like, yeah, let's report this and fix it.
Hey, Sicarius.
Sicarius, what's going on, dude? Yeah, I know, right? He's got that magical torch. Sicarius, are you gonna do our hardcore guild next month? Ooh, Redcon Ice Goblin. Sketch, little sketch. Suit, you want to try to pull this Redcon Goblin solo? There's one mob that could potentially assist him back there, but otherwise he should be an easy solo pull. Dang, Sicarius, you're falling behind on the news, man. So February 15th, we are launching a hardcore guild on Agnar. It's going to be like a trial run, if you will, for our 2021 guild. It's just like SSF hardcore runs that I do solo, right? But it's guild-wide. So you can group with guildies, trade with guildies, all that stuff. And we made a bounty board. You have all these targets with point values, and you attempt to kill them as a group. And if you do, and you post evidence, and everything's kosher, you get points. And we have a leaderboard, a weekly and overall leaderboard that we track all that stats on. And then maybe there'll be some cool prizes at the end.
Alright, see you later, Ozilthin.
Later, Oz.
Ozilthin. Omega said
Omegatomic.
that they have the same bug.
Yeah, the LOS is messed up there. It looks like it must be the torch because it's the only thing around.
Is boxing allowed?
Yeah, boxing is allowed. This guy doesn't know where he's going right now. I'm actually terrified of whatever is happening. He just... Okay, there he is. Like, I'll just sprint through the wall. Dude, if you had pulled him with a dot, he'd be like half dead by now. I guess. I don't know what Borderlands Hunt is, Sicarius, but we're calling it Mandalorian. But yeah, you know, obviously the more dangerous targets are worth more points. So you can push hard to try to win, but you do so at the risk of your character. It should be a blast. KTM, I am a chief. I see you have noticed my hoodie.
Zaide got home, immediately got on the computer. Didn't have time for his fancy stream shirts today.
Yeah, no EverQuest shirt today, sadly. That gnome steam armor. Yeah, I'm not going to put any rules on boxing. Obviously, I'd prefer that no one comes in like 90 boxes. I think duoing is pretty tasteful. And we haven't really had anyone plan to box any kind of egregious amount. Nice, KTM. I am at 8 myself now. Someone called Little Mez. We need a 100 boxer on our team. Oh, hey. Loving Robot's awesome, dude. Sean is one of my favorite streamers. I wish he was more in my time zone a little bit, because it's hard for me. I have to go watch his VODs and stuff. Nah, Lockaber. One life, no second chances. You're already with the group, you know what I mean? So it's already kind of easy. And when you have a group and everybody knows it's hardcore, they're going to play a little bit differently than they would play if you were doing like a TLP launch, where it's just like rush, rush, rush. Give me the glass. This is a game from 1999.
KTM started on green a couple months ago. Corpse decayed, super sad, haven't been back.
Yo, you should submit a petition. Usually the GMs here are pretty cool, and they'll actually bring your corpse back for you to get if you really want to play. We might have repops behind us pretty soon.
Okay.
I bet you the 3 spawn room back here is back up soon. I don't know if there's any other better direction down this way to pull. Okay, we have a wizard coming in. We have a wizard coming in.
We have a wizard coming in.
He's a retcon wizard, so you guys remember how this goes.
We die.
Hopefully not. They never got back to you? Oh my gosh. Well, I would post it in the petition section of the forums. That's probably your best bet. That way they can kind of get back to you in a more long form. Be like, hey, we summoned it back. It's in this location. Check it out now, you know? Hey, that wasn't too bad. Okay, we have over this way on the other side of this bridge suit, we have 3 mobs. If you can lull one up, we can take any of them. Oh man, 2 yellows. We're getting there, dude.
Is this your pet?
Yeah, it's his pet. Oh, he's super low HP. Okay, we're killing him. Well, that's perfect, suit. If you want, you can just pull all 3 then. Because there's an even con and a blue over there. I'll focus on the priest.
KTM with a follow.
KTM, thanks very much. So for you guys who are potentially new viewers, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Monday and Friday, I do solo self-found hardcore gameplay. It's very dangerous. And on Wednesdays and Saturdays, Trolley and I do our P99 pretty much casual duo stream. And we're always grouping with folks from the chat, so come check us out.
If you're ever here on the Wednesday and Saturday, you have a character in our zone where we're playing. Feel free to play along.
This priest really hates you, Suit. What in the world?
Yeah. What did you say to him, Suit? What did you say? Alright.
We need to just kill this priest. There we go. Now we're good. Yeah, that sucks, KTM. It's hard to sync up. Especially, you know, they are an all-volunteer staff, and And like you said, you're busy too, so it could be like that.
It's got a wand. Oh, stun.
Oh yeah, that's rough. That's rough, Brex. It is like prime time, so I know a lot of people raid around the same times that I stream. KTM, I'm not going to talk about it on stream. I have a Discord. You can do ! Discord, and in there you can send me a PM, and I'll chat you up though.
Hey, Vinny.
Yo, Vinny. Speaking of that, KTM, we got another one in the house. Big Vinny, I think, outranks me. Charm break.
Priest is super low, man. Just in case you're not following.
No, that's okay. It's gonna take this goblin like 10 minutes to get to us. He's gonna bring about 100 friends. Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. Oh, just kidding. He's here right now. We should really actually be fine though. This is just a blue con.
Okay.
It's going good, Vinny. We're just messing around in permafrost. It's pretty dang good EXP. Oh yeah, I've gained like half a level, and that's with 1 death. As a troll Shadow Knight, I'll take that any day. So Vinny, you been busy? I'm ready for that 18-hour workday tomorrow. You're never busy. I gotta get like you. Ah, true. Yeah, dude, we need to like just live in this zone 1 through 60 right now. All right, I've got 2 mobs coming in. I realize now that Priest is probably still low on mana, so I apologize. Can we mez the prelate and kill the goblin? Do we lose Gorlami?
He's still in the group.
Gorlami, where are you at, dude?
He's just hiding really good.
Oh my gosh, Gorlami. Well, as long as you can get back to us, Gore, you're fine. Dude, I don't know what's up. My my normal aggro methods are not working here. All right, Priest is out of mana. We could just leave the prelate mez for a minute.
Just kill him really fast. I can keep suit up. I have enough mana.
He's a healer and he's red to us. You're only going for like 6 hours? Dude, I'm starting at like 6 a.m. and we're wrapping up at midnight. And technically we started today. Like I was there all day today. I was like, oh, the capstone is like 3 days here. Okay, got it. Understood. That makes sense. Yeah, we're not allowed to do like the full PT. Oh, this is really bad. Hey guys, we need to run.
Okay.
Oh, actually, these are blues. These are blues. We're good.
Just kidding.
Kill this dire pup really quick. He's down. Hopefully there's not anything else coming though. Oh, we got a few over there. Gorlami, I somehow suspect this is related to you, sir.
Why are you dying and there's a bunch of wolves in camp?
Uh-oh, Priest, did you heal Gorlami through the floor?
I don't even know where.
Okay. These dire pups are green. We could blow them up real quick. That dire wolf just ran out the door. Oh, Gorlami's got low HP aggro.
Same to zone.
I don't know, man. It feels like we might have a chance here. I hate to give up early. Yo, Beef Stew, what's going on, dude? Oh, thanks, Kettle One. We'll be good. By the way, good to see you. Alright, blow the pup up. That's dead. Alright, we got 2 young direwolves left, and that's it. And, then we'll be clear. Rice Curious? I really hate running the zone line. Like I would love to just fight to the last drop. I think that's because I mained a monk for so many years that I'm used to having like no consequences to that mindset, you know? We still have a prelate Mezd in camp. Suit, how's your mana? Nah, it's all good, Gorlami.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Oh, we're straight. Suit can keep that thing Mezd for a long time. Oh, his pet's dead. Do you want to charm this direwolf? That's yellow to me.
What, is he gonna charm it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, he said sure. Okay, you can grab it. If anything, it'll help a lot with this next fight, because the prelate's red. Gorlami, are you going to be able to get back to us by yourself? KTM, we don't know exactly yet. We expect an announcement for the next TLP next month. And the actual launch will be like March, April, or May. Alright, here we go. Ready? Breaking. Dang, this guy's... he's hitting. Yes, curious, that's true.
2 ads.
2 ads. Are they repops? Where are they at? Behind me?
Yeah, they're behind you. Well, no, they're not.
We need to keep priests up if we can. There we go. Okay, are these both Mez? Yeah, no. Alright, I'm on this one. No, sorry. I'm on the one that your pet's on. We have a respawn in the room. So we're going to want to move towards the tunnel slowly if we can to avoid the repops jumping us the rest of this combat. I don't know if I have harm touch up. Do.
Gorlami.
So they're supposed to have an announcement soon. Today apparently Frank was saying today they announced an announcement.
Everyone's like, low mana.
This thing is almost dead. All right. We have a little bit of work still. 3 mobs. All right, get on this one. We've been fighting the pet. It's pretty low. Yeah, I think it was on the TLP forums, Norak. So it's about Finny and Cello because they're both getting close to live right now. So I think they have a pending announcement about them. Hopefully it's not dumb. I could see them being like, we're going to accelerate the Finnigal server to launch the live expansion at the same time as Cello. That would be something crazy, huh? But I think in tandem with the announcement of Finny and Cello stuff, we're going to see some kind of announcement related to new TLPs. Since they have 2 servers wrapping up their run, it's a perfect time to add 2 more. Or at least 1 more. All right, we're all clear?
Yeah,
look at that.
Nobody has mana.
That's fine. Move back here, but don't go past me, otherwise you'll get ads from around the corner. That was pretty good. I got like...
That was fun.
A half a bubble just from that. Right? Attention, we're going to need your attention soon.
I have half a bubble left until 20.
Ooh, really close. KTM, would I be on a box TLP or no? Probably. If there was an option to be not on a box TLP, I would probably take that. I don't like boxing that much. Verona viral set. Yeah. I know a lot of people would love FV, but I think you'd have a huge bot problem there. I can see the appeal though, Zygor. Air Taco, we are still 19. I'm pretty close to 20. Trolley is like half a bubble away from 20. KTM, the Phronovi rule set means that there are essentially no drop items. If they go full Phronovi, it means that there is no common tongue, so you have to learn a language to talk to other people. And then secondarily, most items are droppable. The only exception being like epic pieces. Liverflap, do you mean like TLP server rule sets? Or are you talking about our guild again? Suit, welcome back. Trolley just went AFK for a second. Suit. Yeah, epic pieces. I think maybe some keys are no drop. The only actual pop lock server has almost no Sleeper's Tomb gear in it, funny enough. Okay, yeah. So the standard TLP rule set is every 12 weeks they launch a new expansion. Once they get past Omens of War, if it is an expansion that does not have, or maybe it's Dragons of Norath, but once they get past that, if it's an expansion that does not have a level increase, like your level stays the same, the cap, then it becomes 8 weeks, but the rest are all 12 weeks. There are agents of change and pick zones. Pick zones mean like if there's 80 people in Guk, it'll make a second Guk. Boom, now there's 2 Guks with 40 people apiece. And that goes up infinitely. So if there was 10,000 people in Guk, there'd be like, you know, over 100 Guks. There's agents of change for every raid mob, which means like you can go up and hail this thing and it'll be like, hey, we'll spawn an instance version of a zone for you. And that way everyone can have raid mobs every week. Now, open world mobs spawn much more often, so the quote top guild will get a lot more loot than other guilds, but still every single guild on the server can always raid every single week. There's 2 servers which still existed before Agents of Change were open, so they're still doing their thing. There's True Box, which means that you can only box 1 character per PC, but there's no limit, so you can have like 90 PCs and live in like a little tower of computers and just spin around your computer playing different characters. Then there is Rizlona, where you can box as many characters as you want, but there's Agents of Change and instancing and all that stuff. And then there's Aridune, where supposedly you can only play 2 characters. Has to be True Box. You can't box a 3rd one even if you have a 3rd computer, but they actually don't enforce those rules, so feel free, I guess. Finally, they have Cello, aka the most hardcore server of all time, aka what they call the casual server. It's a server that launches a new expansion every month. Every month. And it has half lockouts, so you gotta raid like twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. No, just kidding, but you really do raid almost every single day. Cello is, in my opinion, the most hardcore TLP of all time. Things like competition and shit aside, like just the pace you need to maintain to not fall behind is just incredible. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Priest only has 30 mana still.
Okay, maybe not.
Not yet. Right, KTM? Once I retire, I'll be all about that Cello life. Oh man, ours is in the woods, Vinny, and it's been raining today. Yeah, Kilowog, we are on P99 green right now. Oh no, Boobery. What are you using right now for the current pet? Oh, okay. Suit, you want to just manually break that right now and redo it, and then we'll pull these 2 up here? I think we will see another Cello. So, Frank, I recently asked a member of Darkpaw Games in private if the team viewed Cello as a success, and they said yes, that it was a success. and was spoken about fondly. It was not Niente. So that's good. Then we have at least 2 devs who love selling. KTM, yes, I was on a few. I was on one or two TLPs. I created a guild called Faceless on the TLP servers, which has been on a couple of them. I played on Vulak in 2011. I played on Test Server doing a self-enforced progression guild from like 2012 to 2014. Then in 2014 or 15, whenever it came out, I played on Lockjaw. Then I played on Agnar. Then I played on Cello. Then I played briefly on Aerodune, not as a guild, but just to race to the max level.
Yeah, if anyone could help Slaz out if you are nearby with some Malachite, I'll help pay you. We need a pet.
Dang, KTM, you don't even remember me, and you were in my guild. I feel brokenhearted. Which server were you in Faceless on? Suit, are we good yet? To pull. Flare, okay. Alright, I'm pulling right now. On the Evoker.
I remember a guy that gambled a lot.
Okay, so that would have been... The 2 guys I could think of that would describe are both in the chat right now, so I hesitate to name them. There was a guy who liked to do roll downs a lot. Big Feppy.
Gorlami, what happened?
That would have been Agnar. Flare. What, Gorlami die again?
He died? I don't even know where he is.
Gorlami.
Alright, I want to know. Identify yourself if you're in the chat and you like to gamble a lot. I want to know who you are.
LOL, Koro. Okay, you know Koro, so you definitely played on Agnar. No, Koro's not in here. Oh, man. Gorlami.
You're gonna lose all your levels.
Yeah, Zygor, he is one of the inglorious bastards attempting to fake his nice Italian accent. Gorlami. I like it. I think it's a clever name.
That sounds rough. Sounds rough, Gorlami.
Alright, we good for another 2? Actually, yeah, we're not good.
I mean, I'm full mana.
Can you heal me?
That's not, yeah.
I'm on the Evoker. Oh, sorry, I see that you're trying to mez the Evoker. I'm just gonna assist your pet. I think it's on Ice Goblin.
It's not too crazy. We can keep people up.
I love Koro. Of all the people I hate from Everquest, I like Koro the most. That's the only way I can describe him. I would love to have Koro in any guild I ever made. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. If you know Koro, you know what I'm talking about. This Evoker's dangerous, dude.
Yeah.
So, Koro was part of my my Drusilla Sathir farm team that we used to like lock down Howling Stones with on Agnar. And he was the guy who always made it complicated somehow. We had a plan, and Koro was like, "How can I fuck this up?" Oh, that sucks. I mean, he was active on Cello KTM until like, man, a couple months ago, right, Frank?
See you, Vinny.
Later, Vinny. Yeah, you too, dude. Yeah, he would just emote backstab damage and stuff to mess with the parses. Well, Frank, I would say like he would show up for the expansion launch and then provide evidence that he was still living. How was Mafaka? You talking about from the Vulak days, Jedi Pokey? I like Mafaka. I mean, he's crazy, dude. Mafaka's like literally insane, but I like him. He's a good friend of mine. I have a 1 evoker coming in. Maybe. Just stand on him. Oh, we got turned around. Oh boys. I've got 3 mobs.
Okay.
All right, I'm on this evoker, and we need to lock down the rest. This could be bad.
Yeah.
Boobery, how's your mana? Is there any chance you could burn one of these evokers down?
This is not going well.
Oh, that's cool. Zyger, can you have 1 Sleeper's Tomb? 1 what? Harm Touch is down. Dude, even Harm Touch didn't pull this off of suit.
This goblin is going to murder me.
Yeah, we need to run. Most likely.
Suit's gonna. We can go.
The problem is there's really not a good exit strategy this
So
deep
we're all
in.
just gonna die right here.
Pretty much.
I don't even have enough mana to root him anymore. I'm just gonna die.
I was a 2nd class? I might have been. Got the evoker down.
Can
Alright,
you get this guy, please?
I'm gonna try to get it off you. It's gonna be pretty much impossible for me to get it off you, I think, because of your low HP. Can you root him?
No, I had no mana. I'm trying to keep myself and other people alive.
Even Sit won't kill him. Priest is out of mana. You should look at your EXP bar just so you know how close you were. Trolley's like not even 10% from a level right now. Oh, I got aggro. Now I will die instead, Trolley.
Good.
So I joined in like 2011. I made 1st class in 3 years, KTM. And then I made Chief at 7. All right, just leave this guy miss. Look at that, we survived, guys. It's all good. That was close, dudes. All right, Zygor, you wanted Sleeper's Tomb. What? I'm not sure what you're asking for. Are you asking for lore on Sleeper's Tomb? Jedi, you should tell Mafaka I said hello, and that I miss him. Last time we talked, I think, was like back in May.
It was Agner, you would have been 1st class.
I was very fortunate, Mert. I had some good leadership.
Oh man.
Jedi, you could just say that it was Zaide, you know? I actually regret putting like Zaide God as my Twitch name all those years ago when I made it.
Slavic up in the price. You really need some Malachite. If anyone can bring Malachite from Slavic to Perma, he will pay you.
30 plat.
30 plat.
I don't have any bandages on me. Wrecked. Rip. I'll get in this tunnel though.
Calling all chat. If anyone can bring Malachite out here at Perma.
Frank wasn't in our guild, KTM. He was in a different guild. But he was also named Frank the Bank, or Frank the Bank. He was in What the Guck. I'm ready for trade, boob. Actually, I can't even bandage anymore. I'm over 50%. Thank you. Once we get just a little bit more HP on suit, we will go ahead and break this thing. What's he calling? Oh, he's red. Actually, we'll let a good chunk of mana get here. Caitlin, you were a CTR2 up for first when I got out. Yeah, that contractor money is real, dude. It's not bad. It's not bad. I know a lot of people who made the decision to get out for that. Rip Dancing Frank. We remezing him or? Okay, he's missed. Oh, he's yellow to you? Alright. Priest, how's your mana?
We are gonna have to stop a little early though today.
Actually, we'll probably wrap up relatively soon.
I don't know how much you really want to do because you gotta get up real early.
Yeah. We just need to at least kill this goblin. All right, we're ready to break. Oh, here we go, breaking. And we got like a ton of military folks in the chat. What's up, dudes? I don't know. Oh, for me tomorrow, I gotta be on site at 6 a.m. 0600 Mert, and it's an hour away from where I live. How many kills do you think you are, Trolley?
Too many, probably.
Too many? Okay. Alright, I guess we will begin the wrap up.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Alright, folks, this was a good stream. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for coming out. I know it was a little bit short because we had to start kind of late tonight. But overall, still a lot of fun. Glad to see everyone was here. We're going to be streaming again, of course, Friday and Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, so be there. We won't be late on those. I've thrown the link again in the chat there. That is for our upcoming Hardcore Guild on February 15th. If you are interested, join that. That is a guild, solo self-found, not really solo, right? Guild self-found, permadeath guild, so all kind of crazy stuff going on in there. And if you want to have a more full explanation of the rules and you didn't hear me give the rules out like 900 times during this stream, feel free to do !Discord, jump in our Discord, and I've got a whole rules and discussion section there. So jump in. But otherwise, I had a great time. Thanks for coming out.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you guys Saturday.
All right. Before we bounce, let's raid Legendary Chris.
Legendary Chris?
And hopefully he's actually at his desk this time, because every time I raid him, he's gone. Let's roll. All right, 10 seconds, folks. Everybody jump in there. Land this raid and spam his chat hard.
Hopefully he's not in the bathroom.
Let's go. 81 people. Drop him right now.